What's going on, guys? And today we're starting the morning out early. I'm about to go to the first official flipped IHOP restaurant. They opened it, the world's first one, in my college town of Florence, Kansas. So it's like 8 in the morning. I'm about to go get some good breakfast. But we're here to talk about the status of Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving. All right, according to Shams Charania of The Athletic, it has recently been announced that there's renewed optimism around Kyrie returning to the Nets this season, with sources that have acknowledged the situation to The Athletic. And it remains unclear whether Irving's going to be vaccinated or not, or New York or the Brooklyn Nets are going to change stuff up. But what we do know is Brooklyn will not be changing their vaccination requirements, all right? With that being said, the Nets players and coaches have all stated that they want Irving to rejoin this team as soon as possible. In recent weeks, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, his co-star and very close friend, have increased their communications about his fit on the team, breaking down the games and life in general. Sources added there appears to be an increased level of enthusiasm between the two stars. There has been serious doubts about Irving's playing time status this season, as Mayor-elect Eric Adams changing the COVID-19 vaccine mandates, and multiple city hall officials, both current and incoming, have told The Athletic there are no plans to lift the requirements, which currently requires residents of the city to have at least one vaccination shot to enter indoor gyms such as the Barclays Center. Now, the Nets, led by team governor Joe Tsai, have been adamant about Irving being fully committed to the team for all games, not participating as a part-time player, with the Nets announcing on October 12th that Irving would sit out all team activities until he fulfills the city's vaccine requirement. Nonetheless, Irving has stated publicly and privately his desire to play and return to the floor. And Irving went public in October with his reasons about being unvaccinated, days after The Athletic reported what was behind his mindset and why he chose to remain sidelined to start the season rather than take the vaccine. If no resolution occurs for Irving to rejoin the team by the February 10th trade deadline, the Nets could be faced with a decision to make, to accept the potential trade offers they receive, or, try to use him as a role player, as not a role player, but as a part-time, role player guy who comes up, who only can play on road games. And New York City will implement an expanded vaccine mandate for all private sector individuals on December 27th, at which point Irving will need to require 2 vaccine shots to play, or just 1 shot of J&J. And look, Brooklyn's the number 1 seed right now, 19-8, and they're 8-1 against teams that are below 500, and they're 11-7 against teams that are above 500. So if the Nets continue to play without Irving and they're well, the prospects of Irving coming back might be less and less, because why are you going to go get somebody who's not there, Why are you going to go waste your time and get somebody who you're playing well without? So I think as more and more time comes, I think they're just going to make the decision hey, should we keep Irving, or is the success we're having too great to even, does it even matter? I think that's definitely something we're going to wait for, and hopefully, I really do think this team's going to be fine. I think they might decide to move on from Irving, but I think we're going to see Irving sooner rather than later, because you can't, he's just too good to leave on the bench, way too good of a player to leave on the bench. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Do you guys agree with me on what I've said about Kyrie? Will he be back? Will he not? I think it's definitely very interesting, and yeah, let me hear you guys' thoughts. That's basically it for me, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. I'll post some more stuff about other players.